Hello, everyone. In today's reading, the cards that came through were the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. I'm pretty sure that was the one, and honestly, the energy coming from this combination feels really powerful. Let's start with the Four of Swords. In this card, we see that image of a girl resting peacefully in a nest, wrapped in a red string. That imagery immediately caught my attention. It gives off such a strong sense of connection, of being intertwined with someone on a deep, almost spiritual level. It reminded me instantly of the red string of fate theory, that ancient belief that two souls destined to meet are tied together by an invisible red thread, no matter the time, place, or circumstances. The thread may stretch or tangle, but it will never break. And here's the synchronicity. I just realized I'm wearing my red sweater today. So clearly, red is standing out as an important symbol. Red often represents passion, vitality, courage, and the root chakra, the energetic center tied to safety, stability, and belonging. It can also signify love in its purest and most intense form. Maybe this color is meaningful to you personally. Perhaps it's your favorite color, or maybe you look incredible in it. But on a deeper level, it could represent the energy surrounding your connection right now. That magnetic pull, that invisible tie that keeps you linked to someone, even when there's distance or silence between you. Now, paired with the King of Swords, we're dealing with a distinctly masculine energy. Though remember, energy is not gender specific. The King of Swords is sharp-minded, strategic, and calm under pressure. This is someone who values logic, truth, and integrity, sometimes to the point where emotions get tucked away behind a cool, composed exterior. They may not always express what they feel, but that doesn't mean the emotions aren't there. They just process them differently. If this resonates, you might be feeling a strong spiritual or emotional bond with a person like this, someone you can't quite shake from your energy field. It's that red string connection again, subtle but undeniable. You might even find that your thoughts drift toward each other at the same time, or you have dreams that feel like messages from their higher self. Now, when I pulled the Eight of Cups, the message shifted toward movement and transformation. This card speaks of walking away, not necessarily from a person, but from old cycles, patterns, or versions of yourself that no longer serve your growth. It's that moment when you realize that staying where you are keeps you stagnant, so you begin the journey toward emotional fulfillment, even if that means stepping into the unknown. For some of you, this could mean leaving behind an old relationship dynamic, a draining job, or even a mindset that's been keeping you small. Then things got interesting. I felt a wave of déjà vu. It's like Spirit was nudging me, saying, "We've been here before." So maybe this energy is repeating for a reason. Perhaps you've been cycling through similar lessons with this person, mirroring each other's growth, fears, and breakthroughs. And then came the Eight of Swords, which really ties everything together. This is the card of mental restriction, feeling trapped, limited, or unable to see a way out. But I don't see it as purely negative here. What Spirit is showing me is that this stuck feeling is actually temporary. It's part of the transition. Both you and this other person might be experiencing the same kind of inner tension right now, wanting freedom, clarity, and peace, but still untangling yourselves from old fears or self-imposed limitations. The key message from Spirit is this: You are not as trapped as you think. Those ropes of the Eight of Swords aren't locked. They're loose enough to slip out of when you're ready. The same applies to emotional or spiritual limitations. You're being asked to step into your personal truth, to reclaim your voice, and to see yourself as capable of creating the life and love you truly desire. So overall, today's energy feels like a blend of connection, clarity, and courage. The red string symbolizes the bonds that guide us. The King of Swords reminds us to think clearly and stay in integrity. The eights show movement, leaving behind what's no longer aligned and breaking free from the fears that keep us small. If you've been sensing this deep soul connection or feeling like the universe keeps circling you back to someone or something, trust that there's a purpose in it. Sometimes the red string isn't about holding on. It's about helping both souls grow in parallel until the timing aligns perfectly. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and know you're exactly where you need to be on your journey. You're approaching the end of a chapter where you've felt stuck, restricted, or even suffocated. It's as if you've been circling the same patterns for far too long. Whether in your relationships, your career, your living situation, or even within yourself, you've felt constrained, like the space around you couldn't contain your growth or your full potential. That sense of limitation has likely been heavy, pressing down on you in subtle ways, leaving you feeling frustrated, restless, or even doubtful about the future. Much of this heaviness has been mental. Old beliefs, outdated thought patterns, or fears that have kept you small have been lingering, and you've probably noticed how much they've shaped your sense of possibility. But here's the thing. You've been actively, even if slowly, working through these internal blocks. You've been shedding layers of conditioning that no longer serve you, stepping out of self-imposed confinement and moving toward a more expansive mindset. You're learning that it's not weakness to release what doesn't serve you, it's strength. Now, a transformation is underway. You're entering a season where joy, ease, and emotional freedom are possible. And more than possible, they're available to you if you allow yourself to embrace them. This is a period where prioritizing your happiness is not indulgent. It's necessary, even if it feels unfamiliar or a little scary at first. Leaning into peace and pleasure is exactly what your soul has been calling for. You're discovering more than ever that you deserve to feel good, to experience delight, to live without constant struggle. This shift may also touch your relationships. If you've been in situations where you had to shrink your light, dim your essence, or compromise too much to make things work, that dynamic is starting to dissolve. Now, the focus is on authenticity and mutual respect. It's about giving yourself permission to fully experience love, connection, and emotional intimacy without fear of judgment or restriction. You and someone in your life may both be awakening to the realization that feeling joy together is not just possible, it's essential. For a long time, both of you may have carried the weight of responsibility. Maybe you've had to work tirelessly, hold everything together, or overcompensate in order to feel safe or secure. That struggle, while formative, has been heavy. So the new energy you're stepping into may feel strange at first. Peace might feel foreign. Ease might feel almost luxurious. But this is precisely the point. You're moving out of a cycle of tension, worry, and obligation, and stepping into a space where lightness, emotional freedom, and authentic pleasure can exist. You're leaving one version of yourself behind, one marked by compromise, self-doubt, and restraint, and stepping into a version that is vibrant, expansive, and fully alive. This is a rebirth of sorts. You're emerging with a greater capacity to love, feel, and create without the chains of old fears. There's also an incredible sense of wish fulfillment in the energy surrounding you. Someone out there has wished for you, or perhaps you've wished for them. It's the kind of connection that feels almost magical, like finally seeing your hopes materialize in the world. Meeting or recognizing this person may feel like finding treasure, something rare, precious, and deeply valuable. You both represent something gold-like to each other, worthy of care, protection, and celebration. And the bond between you carries a nurturing, protective vibe. It's not just about attraction, it's about mutual guardianship, a desire to support and safeguard what you've discovered. There's an unspoken agreement to honor and cherish each other, recognizing that something extraordinary has come into your lives. This connection is not casual. It's a rare alignment of energies that feels fated, special, and deeply sustaining. In short, this is a season of transformation, joy, and emotional awakening. You're stepping out of limitation and into possibility. You're learning that it's not only okay to seek happiness, it's essential. You're meeting someone or deepening a connection that mirrors your growth, amplifies your light, and treasures you for exactly who you are. And in this process, you're discovering the powerful truth that love, joy, and ease are not privileges. They're your birthright. And honestly, this connection feels like a huge leap of faith. For some of you, that leap isn't necessarily about taking immediate action. It's about allowing yourself to fully feel these emotions, to sit with them without rushing, resisting, or labeling them as right or wrong. It's about giving yourself permission to open your heart, to let vulnerability flow in, and to experience the depth of what's arising without judgment or fear. That's where the faith comes in, trusting yourself enough to believe that opening up to this energy won't break you, but instead will expand you in ways you may not have imagined possible. True courage isn't the absence of fear, it's leaning into it, knowing that every moment of authenticity strengthens your spirit and aligns you with your highest path. Here's the truth. You've been in hermit mode for a while. You've been retreating inward, intentionally creating sacred space for reflection, for healing, and for discerning what truly matters. You've learned to enjoy your own presence, to cultivate self-compassion, and to honor your inner voice, a rare and beautiful gift. Part of this inclination toward solitude has been about protection, a natural response after experiences that tested your trust. But another part is intrinsic to who you are, a soul that recharges, heals, and gains clarity when alone. That ability to be fully at peace within yourself is precisely what makes you capable of engaging in a connection of this depth. It's the kind of inner stability that allows you to give love without clinging, to share yourself without losing yourself, and to see the beauty in another without needing them to fill a void. During this period of reflection, you've been healing and closing out old cycles. The energy of completion, the number 9, has been particularly significant for you. It calls you to release what no longer serves your growth, to let go of patterns, relationships, and beliefs that are outdated, and to step fully into your present self. It's a process of surrendering gracefully, of acknowledging that endings are not failures, but sacred transitions, preparing you for the next chapter. This moment is not just about a new connection, it's about the readiness, the clarity, and the inner alignment that comes from having done the work. You are now poised to receive love, not from need, but from wholeness, and that changes everything. And this connection, wow, it is extraordinary in ways that words can barely contain. There's a magnetic quality to it that goes beyond mere attraction. It resonates on a soul level. This is a meeting of two individuals who have walked their paths with intention, who have confronted their shadows, and who have emerged more conscious, more compassionate, and more authentic. The energy here is transformative. It's emotional alchemy, spiritual awakening, and mutual renewal all at once. You are witnessing a reflection of your own journey in another's eyes, a recognition of completeness and resonance that feels both comforting and exhilarating. What makes this connection particularly powerful is that it's rooted in depth rather than distraction. It asks you to engage with presence, vulnerability, and truth. It invites you to explore the unspoken, to navigate complexity with honesty, and to cultivate a love that is expansive rather than consuming. It's a rare alignment, a meeting that reminds you that intimacy can be soulful, that love can be conscious, and that connections can be healing, not just exhilarating. This is a moment of profound potential, a juncture where self-awareness meets shared energy, where past healing meets present openness, and where faith in yourself opens the door to a connection that feels both familiar and entirely new. It asks for courage, yes, but also for trust. Trust that your heart can hold the intensity. Trust that the lessons you've learned have prepared you. And trust that embracing this experience will expand your capacity to love, to feel, and to live fully. The confirmation I keep seeing is profound. Death and rebirth. This isn't literal, but energetically, it's clear. Both of you have undergone major endings, transformative awakenings, and significant shifts that have cleansed and reshaped your lives. These processes may have been challenging, but they've prepared you for something extraordinary, a union that honors your growth and your independence, while inviting intimacy, trust, and shared evolution. Let's dive deeper into this connection itself. While it's undeniably strong, what truly makes it remarkable is that both of you are incredibly powerful, self-aware individuals. This is not a connection built on dependency or neediness. It's the merging of two fully realized energies who bring their own light and wisdom into the relationship. That's why I feel compelled to focus on you as individuals first. Understanding your own strength, clarity, and emotional depth is crucial before engaging in the full potential of this partnership. Yes, the connection is deep, spiritual, and undeniably intense. But what amplifies its potency is that it's a meeting of two awakened souls. It's like describing each of you separately while simultaneously capturing the energy of your union. There's a synchronicity here, a recognition that goes beyond words, a sense that both of you are seeing each other in a way that reflects not just attraction, but profound understanding, respect, and alignment. Both of you have experienced profound spiritual growth, and now the universe is inviting you to take a leap of faith. This is about trusting the timing, trusting your own inner wisdom, and being willing to explore the possibility that you may indeed be each other's wish come true. This connection asks you to release hesitation, to embrace vulnerability, and to honor the beauty of a bond that has been energetically prepared for both of you. So, if there's one thing to take from this connection is not just about meeting someone, it's about meeting yourself in another. It's about recognizing your own strength, your own healing, and your own growth mirrored in someone who matches that energy. Lean into it, trust the process, and allow the magic of this union to unfold naturally with patience, awareness, and reverence. There's a profound sense of balance being restored here, a feeling that something in the past was off kilter, maybe in a previous relationship, or perhaps on a deeper karmic level. At one time, there may have been injustice, misunderstanding, or imbalance, situations where one or both of you were treated unfairly, hurt, or forced to confront the shadow sides of others. Life, in its mysterious way, sometimes places us in experiences that feel heavy or undeserved, and these moments shape us in ways we often cannot see at first. But now, the energy around this connection is about restoring equilibrium. It's as though the universe is aligning circumstances, emotions, and souls to bring together two wounded warriors. These are individuals who have faced their challenges, who have confronted pain head on, and who have done the necessary work to heal, evolve, and grow. This isn't just a casual encounter. This is a meeting of two people who are ready for something divinely balanced, mutually uplifting, and aligned with their highest paths. It truly feels as though the universe itself has conspired to bring you together. Your meeting is not by chance. It is a sacred orchestration, a divine alignment that reflects the perfect timing of your lives. You are blessings in each other's worlds, catalysts for growth, mirrors for reflection, and companions in evolution. This connection transcends the conventional boundaries of romance or friendship. It is a profound meeting of kindred spirits, two souls whose journeys were always destined to converge when the universe deemed the time ripe, when both of you had grown, healed, and become ready to fully embrace the depth and potential of what you could create together. There is a palpable sacredness in this energy. It is a gentle yet powerful reminder that the trials, challenges, and moments of solitude you have endured were never wasted. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every lesson learned has been preparing you for this union. The resilience, wisdom, and compassion you cultivated are not merely personal victories. They are gifts meant to enhance the connection you share. This is a union where growth is not just individual, but collective, where each of you strengthens and uplifts the other in ways that ripple outward into every area of your lives. Confirmation. Justice. The principle of justice and balance is deeply embedded in your partnership. Both of you have known moments of inequity, unfair treatment, or situations that tested your patience and sense of self-worth. And yet, instead of allowing those experiences to leave you bitter or defeated, you transformed them into stepping stones for personal empowerment. You learned profound lessons of strength, discernment, and compassion, lessons that allow you to navigate life with integrity and grace. This connection reflects a restorative balance. The universe is signaling that it is time for these two powerful souls to unite, not out of fear, dependency, or obligation, but as conscious, willing participants in each other's growth and evolution. You come together as fully realized individuals who have rebuilt yourselves from the challenges you faced. You stand not as incomplete halves seeking completion, but as whole beings who offer one another support, understanding, and an unwavering sense of respect. The energy of this union is profound because it embodies equality, mutual empowerment, and a recognition that true partnership honors the essence of each person. This is a relationship that heals, uplifts, and celebrates growth rather than replaying past wounds. Strength. The presence of strength in your reading emphasizes not only resilience, but also the courage and emotional intelligence you both bring into this union. Life has tested you, yet you have never lost sight of your intrinsic worth. You have cultivated patience, fortitude, and the ability to navigate adversity with grace. Strength here is not loud or domineering. It is the quiet, steadfast confidence that allows you to remain centered, even when circumstances challenge you. It is the wisdom to honor your boundaries, the courage to speak your truth, and the humility to recognize the growth in yourself and each other. This union is a testament to the transformative power of perseverance and self-respect. Together, you amplify one another's inner strength, creating a space where authenticity is celebrated, vulnerability is welcomed, and love is expressed as a force of mutual empowerment. The energy surrounding you is not fleeting or superficial. It is enduring, conscious, and sacred. Every moment you share is a reflection of how far you've come, how much you've healed, and how align in essence. This is a meeting of souls who are not just companions, but co-creators of a life that honors their highest selves. Your connection is a mirror of the universe's promise that when timing, growth, and divine alignment converge, the result is nothing short of extraordinary. It is a reminder that love, whether romantic, platonic, or spiritual, is not merely an emotion, but a powerful vehicle for healing, expansion, and transformation. This connection is arriving at precisely the right moment. Major life cycles are concluding, doors that no longer serve your growth are closing, and new energy is ready to flow in. What you are experiencing is more than timing. It is a cosmic reward for staying committed to your healing, knowing your worth, and refusing to compromise your truth. The takeaway here is clear. This is a soul-affirming connection, one that celebrates resilience, mutual respect, and divine timing. It is about more than companionship. It is about shared evolution, a partnership where both individuals inspire each other to continue rising, growing, and creating a life that reflects their highest selves. The universe is reminding you, you are worthy, you are prepared, and this union is a manifestation of your courage, patience, and growth. That's all I have for you in today's reading. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one.